on the adder's bite. One day Zarathustra had fallen asleep beneath a fig tree, since it was hot, and he had laid his arm over his face. Then an adder came along and bit him in the neck, so that Zarathustra cried out in pain. When he had taken his arm from his face, he looked at the snake. It recognized the eyes of Zarathustra, turned around awkwardly and tried to get away. "Not so fast," spoke Zarathustra. "You have not yet accepted my thanks. You waked me in time. My way is still long. Your way is still short," said the adder sadly. "My poison kills." Zarathustra smiled. "Since when did a dragon ever die of snake poison?" he said. "But take back your poison. You are not rich enough to give it to me." Then the snake fell upon his neck once again and licked his wound. When Zarathustra once told this to his disciples, they asked, "And what, O Zarathustra, is the moral of your story?" To which Zarathustra responded thus, "The annihilator of morals, the good and just call me. My story is a moral. If you should have an enemy, then do not requite him evil with good, for that would shame him. Instead prove that he has does you some good. And be angry rather than shaming someone. And if you are cursed at, I do not like it that you want to bless. Better to curse along a bit. And if a great wrong befell you, then quickly add 5 small ones to it. Ghastly to behold is a person who suffers a wrong all by himself. Did you know this already? A wrong shared is half a right. And the one who should take a wrong upon himself is the one who can bear it. A small revenge is more humane than no revenge at all. And if the punishment is not also a right and an honor for the transgressor, then I do not like your punishing either. It is more noble to pronounce oneself wrong than to remain right. Especially if one is right. Only one has to be rich enough for that. I do not like your cold justice, and from the eyes of your judges gazes always the executioner and his cold steel. Tell me, where is the justice found that is love with seeing eyes? Then invent me the kind of love that not only bears all punishment but also all guilt. Then invent me the kind of justice that pardons everyone, except the one who judges. And do you want to hear this too? In the person who would be thoroughly just, even lies become philanthropy. But how could I want to be thoroughly just? How can I give to each his own? Let this be enough for me. I give to each my own. Finally, my brothers, beware of doing wrong to any hermits. How could a hermit forget? How could he requite? A hermit is like a deep well. It is easy to throw in a stone, but once it has sunk to the bottom, tell me, who would fetch it up again? Beware of offending the hermit. But if you've already done so, well then, kill him too. Thus spoke Zarathustra.